Guys, welcome back to CODEIN. So as continuing with the different videos, in the previous video I discussed about the ways through which you can motivate yourself, recover your stress and perform it better. Now in today's video I'm going to tell you that there are many of the mistakes that a student does and how you can overcome that mistakes and how you can actually empower it and how you can work it well while coding or studying the field that is technical or anything that you are learning right now, that how you can exactly learn it in a better way. So the mistakes that I have done or many of the people do, and you do not to do that mistakes and you can perform it better. So I'm going to help you in that. So don't forget to watch the video till the end and do like it, share it and also subscribe it so that you never miss a video whenever I upload it. Posted content regarding C, C++, many of the other languages, basic till the end, and also some of the study tips, also important questions that are useful for exam and everything. Now in today's video, I'm going to tell you that mistake do you make and how you can overcome that mistakes and perform better coding, better analyzing of the things and better understanding so that it will help you out and also make you learn better. So let's get started. So the number one mistake that most of these students make, like they enter into these kinds of core BCA, BTech and everything. So what they start going to do is they're just going to directly dive into the things that the more advanced learners or like say the experienced one or who are having a background in coding are actually doing, because they know it and they are performing that thing. So the new beginners, what they start to do, they just start doing that thing. Like if they have to code in something, like suppose say they have to use a compiler, they will not understand what does the compiler do. But what they will do, they will just actually go to that particular thing in which they will not have a basic understanding, like what is the reason behind writing this code, why does this code comes, what not, means they do not know that what actually has happened, just they are diving into the code and writing it, copying pasting everything and just writing down the code, copy paste. They do not know that what does this basically this term means. So first of all, the mistake you do not need to do is you need to understand, like if you are writing a if condition, what does a if condition basically means? Like why do I need to use an if condition? Means say if a program is asking you to perform a for loop and you are saying that you will write if statement. So what is the use? That you do not know the meaning that what is an if statement or what is a for loop and where do I need to use this thing? This is not funny that if statement being used or at a place of for loop. Actually, students do these mistakes. They do not know that when to use loops or when to use a if statement. Most of the students have this in mind. Like loops are to be used when I want to use a statement multiple times. That's it. They will be using loop. No matter there is no requirement of loop. This is not funny, but it is really a mistake that most of the students perform. So you need not do this mistake. First of all, the first thing that you need to do is understand the basic things, that how this code will actually work, what is the purpose of writing every statement. Suppose say there are different kind of syntax, so you need to understand that what is the basic syntax, what this syntax will basically perform. Try to understand in the program, write down a program and understand it, that how it actually works. Now the part was that we have to write a program and understand how it actually works. Now the mistake that is done over by the student is they just write down the code by copying it down from a book or copying it down from Google or anything, whatever it is. Just write it on whatever it is asked for. Say if it is asking you to tell how to print a Fibonacci series, write a program to print even and odd. They're just going to copy paste that data and perform it. But the mistake you are doing over here is you need to understand what is the logic behind it. Like if you are finding out even or odd, if you are finding a Fibonacci series, you need to understand that what actually is the logic that you need to perform, and according to that logic, how you have to actually work. So how will the logic be work? Logic will be able to understand to you. Now logic will be able to understand to you then only Suppose say you are given a question. In that a question is say write a program to print a Fibonacci series. This is the question. Now first of all, before performing this program, you must be familiar that what do you mean by a Fibonacci series. So first try to comment out that what is a Fibonacci series. Means whenever you will be going to add particular numbers, so it will show you the different output adding to that previous number. That is basically a Fibonacci series. So now understand that and then understand that what approach that you can perform according to that program and then try to implement it. After that you can go and check for the solutions or go and check for the tutorial that how you can write it easier form. Just don't directly go to a tutorial and check that how to write a Fibonacci series and then understanding the program. First try your approach that what you were thinking about it and how you were actually coding it. When you will perform your approach, you will get to know, no, this is not the criteria, I can perform it better with this criteria. Means if I could use for loop over here, it could be performed easier. If I could use the if else over here, I could perform it in other form. So you need to understand that approaches, that how it actually works. So this is the way through which you can perform it. That will based upon the approach that you choose and the way you formulate that solution. The third thing is that most of the students are just into that the number of things they are told these are the writer program that is taught in the university or wherever in the classes, they are just going to learn that program and nothing else. No research work, no understanding, nothing. Means they are not going to put efforts into it so that they can understand other things. They are just going to be that this is the writer program to this is the writer program to this. That's it. You need not just stay into these things. You need to perform all the things that could actually work. Then only you can be a good programmer. You can be a good coder. You can work it good. This is the way. So now what you need to do, you need to practice more. You need to practice it as work, and then only you can perform it better. Because more the types of different questions you will practice, the more you will be able to understand the approach, the more you will be able to know the way that where these things are to be used. Now this thing is not just limited to the coding part. Like if you are just performing programming in C, C++, Java, Python, any of the languages. So this is not just included into the coding part. So you need to perform these three steps. You can also perform these three steps while pursuing other things. Suppose say you are not interested into just the coding part, you are interested into the web development part like HTML, JavaScript and these all scripting languages. So what you can do, first of all, understand the basics of the HTML part, that how do you actually make a web page. After that, analyzes that I want to make these color changes over here, I want to make these color changes over here, and how I can perform it. Other things that you learn in course of your course also, like Office or other networking part, you need to practice on each and every of the things whichever you are choosing. Choose that which suits your interest, because which you will be interested in it, you will be able to perform it better. Suppose to choose that part which really you think that you can perform it better. Don't just choose that everyone is doing that, I am also going to do that. Choose that it will actually help you out and you are really good at it. That will be, you will be able to know only when you will do a lot of practice into that particular part. So this is not just about coding, it is just about everything, the way you need to choose it. So first thing that you need to keep in mind, understand the basics, that how this thing is need to be actually work. Second thing, you need to perform it and understand that if I am going to use it over here, then what will be the resultant effect of that particular part. Third thing, practice, practice as much as you can. Try to solve as much as questions, try to make as much as things you can, so that it will able you to understand the approaches better and also perform yourself better. So guys, I hope you are clear with what you need to actually do, whether you are looking into for a coding part, looking into for creating a web page, office tools or any other things. Like how you need to actually practice, how you need to actually work, and how you need to understand the thing. So this was all for the video today. So guys, I hope you understand it and you will be trying to perform these things and understand these things and also implement on these things. So please do like it, share it, and also subscribe to my channel if you like the video. And Also, I'll be posting more contents which will help you understand it. And also on my Instagram page, I have posted some quizzes and questions so that you can practice on these things. So do follow me on my Instagram page also. The link is in the bio. And keep supporting, keep smiling, and keep shining.